Okay, there is a kind of a history of India is a sovereign country. India is a sovereign country. There are many problems happening in the world right now. Anyway, America is in hotline now, and daily new things are coming from new president out there. Now, in that sense, till some time back, China is always hot. China and India relationship is always hot in the past, especially from the 1947 onwards, when China occupied Tibet and Xinjiang province, Kashi Kasgar province, and Kashi Kasgar or Xinjiang province in the term of China, and Tibet province. So these two provinces, the China occupied in 1949 and 1951 time frame or 1959 time frame, whatever. And then the border dispute between India and China started. Now China is in move to capture Taiwan, claiming that Taiwan is integral part of China. Now Taiwan president, I don't remember his name. Now Taiwan president, India never commented China on like this, but Taiwan is commenting now. Okay, we are talking about the China territory. What is China? China claim whatever we see in the Chinese territory, is it the real China? People know it is not real China. Especially Xinjiang and Tibet province does not belong to China. Prior to 1949, they were separate provinces. Tibet itself was a full-fledged country. And similar that Xinjiang province was also for some time, it was a complete country or something like that. In that sense, what is the China? That is comes in the into the question. And in that sense, why Taiwan president is commenting on China that go and get the outer Manchuria. Why you are trying to capture us? China is trying to capture Taiwan, saying that Taiwan is integral part of China. The way it captured Tibet and Kashi Kasgar Xinjiang. Now China is coming into mood to capture the China is coming into the mood to capture Taiwan. Taiwan president is saying that go and first settle down the Manchuria. Then you come to me. What is the history of Manchuria? What is the problem with the Asia? Asia means India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Middle East. That is Asia. And then China. This is Asia. Otherwise, other are completely silent. If you see Burma onwards, the Asian country, they are completely silent. No one has any interest on them. There is nothing going on there. Okay, so if then all of a sudden now people start talking about Indian subcontinent. Indian subcontinent where Tibet, Kashi Kashgar, and Mongolia. That comes in Indian subcontinent, and then Middle East means from Egypt onward till the Philippines. People call it Indian subcontinent because more or less people look similar and their culture is same, food habit and everything. Internally, by origin, it is same. So they call it Indian subcontinent. But very whatever region I counted, China means the real China. Not talking about Kashi, Kasgar, and people. They are never in the news. China will be in news, India will be in news, and western part of India that are in news. Otherwise, other part are silent. Siberia is silent. In Asia, if we talk, Siberia is silent. Central Asia, okay, sometime it comes in news, but Siberia is completely silent. Russia comes into the picture, but Siberia is completely silent. There is one more country that is part of Russia and part of China. That is called Manchuria. And Taiwan president is commenting on China. Go and get Manchuria first before you trying to occupy us. What is the story of Manchuria? There is, I believe, Manchurian is some food. Okay, cauliflower. I don't know, something like that. Okay, Gobi Manchurian. That is a dish in India. Manchurian. Manchuria is a place in China. From that, there is a dish came with some set of spices, and the way you make it is called Manchuria. Manchuria. So Manchuria is a region in China, one part, and other part of Manchuria is in Russia right now. So Manchuria kingdom, there was a kingdom called Manchuria, and it got divided into two parts. There is a Amur river. I believe am pronouncing it right. Amur river. There is a Amur river, and Amur river is a river that I believe it starts from the origin is from Mongolia and it flows eastward. Then it takes northward and then it meets the river near Japan or something like that. So, north part of the Amur river is considered as Siberia and southern part is considered as Manchuria or something like that. Or around Amur river, Manchuria kingdom is there. I believe that is a better statement. Around the Manchuria, around the Amur river flows the in middle of the Manchuria kingdom. The top of the Amur river is taken by the Russia top and little eastward also. On southern part is with China now. What is the story of Manchuria? Okay, there are two countries in the Asia that is north and east to Mongolia. One is called Manchuria, that is an old country, and other is called Sibir. There is a country called Sibir. Sibir was an old country, Sibir and Manchuria. Manchuria people tribe, there is a Manchurian tribe, and in Sibir region there are many tribes, and there are many tribes. I don't remember the name, something like that. In 16th century, the Russian people or some tribe in the Russian people, they were doing trade with Sibir, Sibir, Sibir kingdom. Sibir kingdom is north to Mongolia and east to Mongolia. Whatever the Siberia, part of Siberia. Siberia is very big. Northwest also is Siberia. North to Mongolia. Okay, there, if you draw a line from center of the Mongolia and north, there will be another kingdom called Sibir, and that kingdom goes till Alaska, the Bering border, Bering, Bering Strait or something like that. Till there, they called Sibir, and then Manchuria. In Sibir and Manchuria, in their region, there is Siberian tiger. Okay, now this Russian, they had a trade with Sibir region, that is far east, and the main trade was fur. The fur means that the hair of the animals, those hair with they make the woolen cloth the people wear in the winter. So that was a big trade with them. But along with the trade, slowly they started capturing that region. It's called colonization. The way European made colonization in Indian subcontinent, similarly Russian they started the making the colony for the Sibir. And by 18th century, 1700 end, full Sibir came in the capture of Russia. So Russia is not till the full Siberia, half of it only, the western part of the Siberia. That is, Sibir became Siberia. Sibir region became Siberia in English term. Actually, the name of the kingdom is Sibir. And then down to the Sibir, that is east of Mongolia and north of China, that there is a new another country called Manchuria. And that country, Manchuria, was occupied by Qing dynasty. So Manchuria was occupied by Qing dynasty of China, and Sibir was occupied by Russia. Okay, but Russian people they were kind of more expansionist, and they started capturing Manchuria also. So part of Amur River that is north and east, they cross the Amur River. If this is Amur River, then north part of the Amur River. Then they cross the Amur River and east part of the Amur River, which is touching the North Korea now. That part also they captured. Okay, only south to the Amur River remained with the China. Now, in that sense, Russians were powerful, and now they were in phase to capture complete Manchuria, where Manchuria was belonged to Qing dynasty in China. So part of it they took in 17th or 18th century only. Now there is a kind of agreement happened between Qing dynasty and Tsar dynasty of the Russia in 1858 and 1860. In two agreement, the whatever the Russia had captured the part of Manchuria, it went to Russia. Okay, and Qing dynasty because of the fear that if they disagree, then they should not take back the other part of Manchuria also. In that sense, they gave whatever you had taken. Now that became full Soviet USSR. Now USSR has a part of Manchuria also, and that Manchuria region it touches the North Korea also. Now this is the story. Now the Taiwanese president is saying that first go and get your full Manchuria from Russia, then come and attack us. You are fearing from Russia. You have no word from your mouth that Russia has captured your Manchuria. That is now it is called Siberia. That region is called Siberia, and tiger is called Siberian tiger. Actually, it is Manchurian tiger. Okay, Manchurian tiger. This is what people can say, or Manchuria Sibir tiger. That is around the boundary. That is the tiger. Now go and get your territory first from Russia, then come to us. Now, when China lost that area, okay, to compensate that, now they are eyeing on Taiwan. And anyway, they have taken Tibet and Kashi Kashgar. If Russia gives that in 1918 time frame, when the Tsar dynasty went away and communist government came in Russia, at that time, there was a discussion in Moscow that that region what we have taken from the China, we should give it back to the China. There was a discussion started at the time of Vladimir Lenin only, that that region full Manchuria should belong to China. We should not take that, keep that region because Tsar dynasty is anyway over. Communist government has come, and we should not keep anyone's land. Okay, in that fashion we should go, but it never happened. Now, to compensate that, now China acquired Tibet and China acquired Kashi Kashgar. But China is actually northward. Means, or someone said Luster, Manchuria or Sibir part, that part, the eastern of the Sibir part or something, that part is more or less that China should look into because their ancestor ruled that part. Not to compensate that part because it has no courage to talk with Russia. Now they are jumping on poor people, the weak people like India and Taiwan. Whereas Taiwan is an independent country, Tibet and Xinjiang or Kashi Kashgar is an independent country, falls in Indian subcontinent. India never claimed in the past that this is my country and I am the ruler. Indian subcontinent means there are many countries, they fall in one umbrella. That's it. It's not that one country is there and one prime minister will sit there. Every country has its own king, head, whatever it is. They follow some kind of same ritual. That's it. Otherwise, like European Union is there, the Indian subcontinent union is there. Otherwise, all countries are independent. So Tibet is independent country, Kashi Kashgar is independent country. Now, what is the summary here? Someone should go and put this in the ear of Xi Jinping that, sir, please look into your area first before you keep occupying Tibet and Kashi Kashgar. Please leave it because they are independent countries. They should go with their own culture and they can establish the relationship with the India the way it used to happen earlier so that the trade would go up and they will be prosperous. And then you can have your own area. Why you are interfering in another's area? But anyway, who will go to China and talk to Xi Jinping that please look into? I believe Taiwan. Taiwan has brought up this point of Manchuria, then Taiwan president he should be more vocal in this. That this is the actual scenario and 1858 and 1860 two agreement how China lost the north part of Manchuria and Sibir is another country there. So politics. So these regions were very prosperous region earlier. Now it is completely silent region. Sibir area of Siberia looks like some poor tribe. They live in the Siberia, which is very cold, and no one is. These were very prosperous region some time back. Anyway, so someone should give some kind of strength in the president of Taiwan so that he will be more vocal on the Manchuria and Sibir. This is what I think so.